Gonna do a review on this Bauer chainsaw. This is from Harbor Freight. I think it has a 10-inch bar on it. This is about a little over a year old. We've done a lot with it. So we bought this property a year ago and have done a lot of limbing. Used to all look like that, and we've really opened it up. It's about 7 acres, but so we use this chainsaw quite a bit. Now I run a landscaping business and we do tree work as well. And I do have steel chainsaws. This does not replace your gas-powered saw. I'll make that clear. There is definitely a place for gas-powered saws, like cutting all these stumps down low. There's some big dogs there. I mean, all these trees, we popped out a bunch of trees for this parking pad, and that was all gas-powered chainsaw. Even for limbing, I just use my top handle steel chainsaw. But for small stuff, works great. This thing, here, let me hold it with this hand here. This thing just puts out. So it works good for just small stuff, like little bushes and stuff. Especially works good for, we got a little fire going, so you need a little bit of firewood. You can just come over here and start cutting this stuff up. It throws pretty big chips. I just sharpened the saw. Cuts pretty good. So I built that little gateway right there with it. And it's nice just for making little cuts. You don't have to start the saw, do it. And then, it works good for little stuff. Little projects works good. I used it a lot on landscaping, like when we're cutting roots and stuff. Same thing. You don't want to start it and stop. And I kind of beat and abuse this one for sure. The only thing that I don't like is the chainsaw bar tightener. So this just comes off and back on. But the only way to tighten it is stick a screwdriver in there and pry this way and then tighten it. So it's kind of weird, and I've noticed that the chain pops off quite a bit. And also with this chain, when we bought it, it was it seemed to like chatter a lot. Let's see if I've sharpened it plenty of times now, so it doesn't do it as much. But when I first bought it, it would like kind of wave. But I'm just about wore through this chain. I've got a couple teeth that have fallen off, but I'll definitely get a square ground chain next go around. And I'm sure getting a good quality chain on there versus the Chinese brand will do a lot. So let me cut through this. I'll do some slices. So yep, that goes through pretty good. Another thing that I find myself is these dogs don't work very good. Usually you're trying to hit this one. One thing I thought about doing was if I could just like screw in a self-tapper right there to make it stick out a little bit, so that, you see how it's hitting there? I mean, it's just plastic, so it's not dogging in, but if I had just a self-tapper head sticking out, I feel like that would really give us some bite. And it'll shut off if you try to overload it with the dogs. I'll try to do that here. Oh, that time didn't even bog down. Try again. Yeah, see there, I'm still on the throttle. So you'll let off. So yeah, it's an electric chainsaw. So, I mean, it cuts well. I mean, just doing little work. I like it. I like electric, but gas power definitely has its place. I've thought about getting the DeWalt top handle, or at least the mini 8-inch DeWalt. Also for stuff like this, I like electric for that side of things. And I like this because my wife can use it and she doesn't have to mess around with getting the gas one started, because we all know how that goes. But yeah, and then it's got the oiler up here. Still got some in there. It goes pretty long without needing oil. Not that really matters. Another thing I got too is I bought an adapter to put on here, so that, because I run DeWalt tools for my other stuff, so I can put that on, and then I can run DeWalt batteries on this if all my Bauers are dead. And I got an adapter to go the other way, because these are a lot cheaper than the DeWalts, obviously, and I can run my DeWalts with these batteries. So I've got quite a few of them, but you always find them that you have dead batteries, so it's nice to be able to switch around. But yeah, overall I'd highly recommend, as long as you're doing, you know, low-key type of stuff. But you know, if you're doing big jobs, definitely gonna need a gas-powered top handle. But it's a good one to add to the collection. You know, I think you should have a really big chainsaw, medium-sized chainsaw, top handle chainsaw, all gas-powered, and then electrical on this size. And even that little small, I wish they made one size smaller electric, like the DeWalt or Milwaukee's. It's like 8-inch, and it's an actual one-handed. That's one thing I don't like, or not that I don't like, but that I wish that Harbor Freight or Bauer would make, is a top handle one, because obviously it's really heavy to hold there, where the balance point is in here somewhere. So, but yeah, overall, for what it is, I'd definitely recommend. I mean, this has been a year of hard abuse, and most of the time it just flies around in the back of my truck bed in the rain and snow and whatnot, and I'm pretty bad about that, but it still works fine. So I highly recommend it, and hope you like the video. All right, thanks.